The new Party 1019. The new Party 1019. The new Party 1019. New York's #1 for throwbacks.
Hey y'all, hello, and welcome back to Tany Talks Live. This is season 6, episode 6, and I have a very, very special guest here with me, little Miss Chit.
Hi everybody, I'm happy to be here.
Yes, she is a big media personality, and I look up to her very, 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 very much, and I'm very glad to have her here today on Tany Talks. But
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, me too. So you guys picked a topic for this week, and this topic is called emotional intelligence, right? I think that's a very important topic as we grow older. I think having emotional intelligence is a key thing to being a good person in this world.
Right.
If you want to be a good person, you know.
Right, because some people definitely don't, or they don't care about it, but yeah, I think it's important.
And they just want to live their whole life like on demon time, which I think is kind of like not cool. Or like some people are just very self-centered and just lack empathy in this world.
100%.
So I want to ask you, what would you consider emotional intelligence, the actual definition, to be?
I feel like, first of all, being self-aware, because you said how you said that certain people, they kind of just be focused on like themselves and like selfish. It's like being self-aware and to know like what you are doing sometimes, you know, what type of person you are, but then also knowing like when it's the right time and place to like, you know, say and do things based upon, you know, the situation or the person.
Yeah, like, you know, don't bring up beef at like a wedding or a funeral or something like that. You have to be like, this is not the time or the place. Save it for another day.
Yeah, definitely.
So I want to go ahead and actually read off what it means to actually be emotional intelligent, because I feel like sometimes we assume we know what it means, but then we really don't know what it means.
Right.
So I want to read it off so that people could kind of understand, right? It says here, based on Google, it says emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, manage, and use emotions in a positive way to communicate effectively, empathize, overcome challenges, and diffuse conflict.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Would you consider yourself emotionally intelligent?
Definitely. Probably not at some point in my life, you know what I mean? But I feel like, you know, I'm growing every day, and I feel like I'm definitely more so emotionally intelligent today than I was a few years ago or even a few months ago.
What would you say from before to now changed? Like, what are some things you improved on?
I mean, just growing overall as a person. If you know me very well, you know that at some point I used to be extremely staticky. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if there was an issue, like, as soon as I see you, I'm saying something. I remember a lot of people, like, they used to, like, copy me on social media, like, blogs. They would copy my blogs, copy things that I would do. And I was the type of person that I would be in the comments like, oh, you're a copycat. You want to be me. But I would, today.
Starting, right? Oh, my God.
Today, I would never do that.
What's
it's
your
just,
sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Oh, okay. I'm a Libra. I love to start stuff.
Yeah, I don't do that no more, though.
I'm not going to lie. Like, it's really have come into me nowadays that I realize I have less and less to say. I want to say less these days. But before, I always had something to say. If anything made me feel weird, I had something to say. And I'm just realizing, you know what? I don't have to fight every single battle. I have to let some of them go. Let people think if the sky is green, then the sky is green. It is what it is. Who am I to tell people like what is right and what is wrong? Like, I used to fight the good fight, but now I'm just like, you know what? It doesn't even matter anymore. Why would you say it does matter? Like, why do you think emotional intelligence matters?
I just feel like because you got to choose your battles wisely, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like everything don't need to be addressed. Like, you feel me? Everything is not for everybody. I just feel like, you know, your energy just needs to be placed in the right places. Less negativity and more just focusing on the things that, you know, are positive. And it's like, for me, it's like I said, speaking of the copying thing, that was something that I always used to call out, causing drama on social media. But it's like, at the end of the day, if you're inspiring people and people are, you know, you're obviously, you know, giving people the inspiration to do something that you're doing, you can't be mad about that. You feel me?
Yeah.
I remember one of my friends, I don't know if you guys know her, but Hood Horoscopes or whatever, she's like a, you know, reader, and also
shout outs to her.
Yeah, so she had told me like, you can't be an influencer and then get mad when people like you influence people. And I'm just like,
this is true.
I don't consider myself an influencer, but at the same time, it's like, to a certain extent, I get what she's saying, because there's people that I have been inspired by, you know what I mean, that I might have not copied them exactly, but they inspired me to do something similar. So
I mean, you influence me, if it makes sense. Like, I would say that I'm heavily influenced. I see how you work, and I'm just like, okay, I could learn from that. So I would say, you know, if you did it, then it influenced me to do it because I believe in what you do.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
You do have to be mindful of those things because it's like, oh, I'm just being myself, but there are other people watching you, whether you realize it or not, you know?
Right.
What I wanted to touch base on is signs of emotional intelligence. Like if you met someone else and you saw them, what would you say? Like, okay, this person gets it. And I would think good leaders in society, I think, would be emotional intelligent people. Those are the type of people you want, like, to run your company. Those are the type of people you want to run your schools. I think people who are emotionally intelligent take leadership roles. Would you not agree? Like, I wouldn't put someone who isn't emotionally intelligent at running my business.
Yeah, 100%, because there's like they causing problems that's not really needed. So yeah, I feel like that's definitely important. Running your company, I would also say probably like just overall, I feel like leading other people, you know what I mean? Because it's like if you're in charge of other people, I mean, working at my company, period, you don't even have to be the boss, to be honest. If you were just working, like we're working side by side and you're a part of my team, I want you to be emotionally intelligent.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
So
just overall, your entire
I feel like anybody
employee base has to be emotionally intelligent.
100%.
Yeah, because I would think that someone who isn't emotionally intelligent wouldn't be able to even keep a job, low key.
Right. Yeah, because even if you think about, like, let's say the janitor, you know what I mean?
Right.
They say treat the CEO with the same respect that you treat the janitor. So if there's a janitor, he's not emotionally intelligent. He sees us recording right now, and then he comes in here and he's like, okay, let me like mop the floor, and it's like,
this is not the time for that, brother. Like, what are you doing? Like, get the cue. Like, some people don't see the elephant in the room sometimes, or is that what they say? Like, there's an elephant in the room, and they just don't know that it's there. I can't. But I think another trait of someone who would be emotionally intelligent would be a good listener. I think that was my problem when I was younger, and I think that's something that I took with me going forward to be more emotionally intelligent. I noticed I used to always speak to respond and not really listen to what I'm hearing. I just wanted to hear the triggers just so I could defend myself in a way. So I think in order to be a better person that is emotionally intelligent, I think you have to be able to listen. Yeah, and you also got to be able to put yourselves in other people's shoes, because at the end of the day, everybody doesn't come from the same walks of life. Everybody doesn't come from the same situation, so everybody's not going to know how to respond to things the same way. That's or true. Even understand things the same way. Like me, I feel like I've lived and I've been around so many different type of people, from like hood people to people up here, and it's like one thing I learned is that everybody from different places, they don't always, you know, interpret things the same way or understand, you know what I mean? That's true, I guess. And then sometimes, not to cut you off, but another thing is that, okay, so let's say you stumped your toe and you feel like that's the worst thing that ever happened to you, right? But you know, but me, like, I had my best friend like backstab me, and that's the worst thing that ever happened to me. To you, it's like, I might be looking at you like you just stumped your toe, and you might be looking at me like it's just a friend. But it's like based upon what you've been through in your life, that's how you're coming up with that. So you got to be able to, you know, understand different people's aspects and where they came from. I think that is so real, and that just was kind of eye-opening to me, because it makes me do realize, like, I have that bad habit. I'm learning so much, guys. I'm telling y'all right now how to be a better person, because I'm at the point in time in my life where I'm noticing things within myself that I just want to change, because I genuinely do want to be a better person. And what I used to do before is like I wouldn't like listen, and I would just say stuff just to respond. And then now I'm realizing, like, I need to understand that people don't see things the way that I see things, right? Like, I might have grown up in the struggle and all that, but this might be your struggle. You know what I'm saying? This might be the worst thing. Like you said, you stubbed your toe. All right, but I lost my arm. Right. But I can't keep doing that to people. You know what I'm saying? Telling them, like, oh, well, I did this and I got through that. You should get through it too. But everybody grew up differently. Everybody wasn't raised on love. Some people was raised on survival. You know, so I have a bad habit of thinking that people should take my way out of life, when in reality is like, they can't, because they just lived a different life than I had. You know, like, I can't be like, what you're going through is not that bad, because I went through da 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 da. And in reality, they're like, but because you're so stuck on how you feel, you don't even think about how the other person is feeling. And I think that is another trait of emotional intelligence, where sometimes you have to understand, look at it from the other person's perspective. Try to put yourself in their shoes for a moment, just to understand, like, they would never taught how to tie their shoes. That's why they keep falling.
Right, exactly. That's literally the main point, for real.
Yeah, that was really deep. That's what I'm saying. You really made me eye opener.
Yeah, and my mom, like, she kind of, like, I learned that from my mom. She had went to, like, therapy at one point, and she was, like, saying that because at the end of the day, even sometimes I might look at my siblings and be like, y'all are, like, upset over this, like, your life wasn't as hard as mine, but then my mom's life was probably harder than mine. So it's just like, you feel me, you just gotta put yourselves in other people's shoes and not be too judgy based upon how they feeling, because you just never know, you know.
Yeah, I think that it's really good to be, like, self-aware, but also self-aware in a way where you understand that everybody's perspective is not your own, and there's other ways to see things. I think a lot of stubborn people just think that the way that they think of things is the way that it is throughout the whole world, but in reality there's, like, so many different perspectives on the same situation. Like, me and you could be in the same room at the same time, the same thing happens, and you have a different story about it than I did. It might have been the scariest thing in your whole life, and it might have been the coolest thing I ever seen,
right?
You know. So I think that that's really important. And what we are gonna go ahead and do right now in Tany Talks is we're gonna go into our first music break. And for this particular song, it is my good old boy Black Pearl, with his song called Revolving Door. And when we come back, we'll talk more about emotional intelligence.
The new Party 1019. The new Party 1019. The new Party 1019. New York's #1 for throwbacks.
Much about love, but I do know one thing. Where I'm gonna go if you always hold it down. We both know it goes around, comes back around. I be lost outside, but I know I'll find my way back with you. Feels different knowing that I miss you, my heart. When you need me, you know where to link me, girl. You know I'm never too far. Front, girl, I know you care. If I don't lose you to the new you, I know the old you's there. One time for my baby, one time. They can try, but I bet it won't die. I got the key to your heart, you got mine. We locked into the end of time. Swear I'm gonna go if you always hold it down. Where I'm gonna go if you always hold. I love you from my standing at our love's revolving door. We can break if you want, but don't take too long and come home. I be lost outside, but I know I'll find my way back with you. Feels different knowing that I miss you, my heart. When you need me, you know where to link me. You know that I'm never too far.
The new Party 1019. The new Party 1019. The new Party 1019. New York's #1 for throwbacks.
Hello, and welcome back to Tany Talks Live. This is season 6, episode 6, and you just heard Revolving Door by my good buddy Black Pearl, and also tune in to his new EP, Love No Chaser, that has been officially released, so go check in with that. But we are back with my special guest today, Little Miss Chit. And you guys picked a topic, and the topic is emotional intelligence. Right. Mm-hmm. So I want to talk a little bit about what it means to be unintelligent emotionally, right? So I want to think to you, what do you consider somebody who is emotionally unintelligent?
Somebody who don't really read the room.
Yeah.
Somebody who's not self-aware, like, you feel me? Also probably somebody who yeah, I feel like somebody who's not self-aware and somebody who don't really read the room.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a Google research on what it actually means, defined for real, to be emotionally unintelligent. And it says individuals often struggle to identify, manage, and process their own emotions or recognize them in others, leading to poor self-control, low empathy, and such a sign results to a tendency to overreact or act impulsively. I think we all know someone who is just like non-stop overreactive, super impulsive. I think I used to be like that, to be honest, when I was younger, and I'm catching myself now to stop it before it happens.
Yeah, I would say the same about myself. I feel like, yeah, like I said, I used to be extremely staticky. I just say that, like, I was just always down for, you just pressing people, just doing the most, just.
Yeah, and then I feel like, how do you tell someone who is emotionally unintelligent that they're emotionally unintelligent? Because it also states here is like behaviors include defensiveness, blaming others for their issues, and the inability to accept criticism. Because I know you a critic, girl. I know you be out there, you be telling people about their stuff. Like, so would you, like, how would you approach someone who you know is emotionally unintelligent, but you need to tell them about themselves?
I mean, before I probably wouldn't care. I'm saying what I'm saying, but I feel like now sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Right. So I feel like I'm working on, and I have become like a little more just able to, get the same message across without being like, a certain kind of snobby way or a snotty way when I'm saying certain things, so people understand, opposed to just like,
right, but
being
I feel
real.
Like you also don't want to step on eggshells, right? Like,
right,
so
yeah.
It's like you talking to your homegirl or something, she's getting real defensive, and it's like, wait, hold up, like, nobody's attacking you. Why are you taking it that way? Because every time I say, not every time, but like there has been situations I have personally experienced where we are discussing something amongst friends, and someone feels like they're being attacked because two people feel the same way about how the person behavior was, right?
But I feel like that's why me personally, I also don't really like have close relationships with a lot of people. Like, I know a lot of people, I'm cool with a lot of people, but I don't have those close bonds with a lot of people because I feel like a lot of people can't, like, take feedback. A lot of people can't like handle like even a decent conversation. Like,
right.
I remember one time I was like around this girl who used to style me, and like style me.
Style you, okay.
Yeah, style me, and one of her friends, and we were just talking about a topic, and like he got so offended because I was just saying my opinion, and it's like sometimes people just really can't handle like the opposite of opinion. It don't even got to be something serious, and it's that is kind of weird. Like, at the end of the day, everybody's not gonna feel the same type of way. You know what I mean? People gotta be able to understand different views, different thought processes. Like, we all not the same.
Right, like that was my opinion. It wasn't an attack against you. Like, I'm entitled to my opinion, but why do you feel like I'm critiquing you right now? Like, I feel like some people who have low emotional intelligence constantly feel like they're being judged or they're being attacked or everybody's against them. Like, you ever like met people like that, or are kind of like Debbie Downers in a way? I think Debbie Downer kind of people are dang, am I wrong for saying that? Damn, don't cancel me now.
I kind of feel like it's kind of a little bit different though, because at the same time, like, some people just literally have depression, I feel like, and they just, you know what I mean? And I feel like that, I guess that kind of goes.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, what do you say? Because this is my next question. My next question is that people who have like mental health problems, I think some of them are emotionally unintelligent.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, definitely.
So how do we go about approaching these types of things? I know that I do know some people who do suffer from mental health that I do engage with on a daily. And I know that sometimes before I speak to them, I have to have a conversation with myself in my head before I say it to them. Because I'm just like, and then I'm analyzing, like, are they going to take it this way? Are they going to take it that way? And I know that we have to be very gentle with these people. But it does become exhausting. You know? Like,
have you ever... And I don't even want to say a straight form of mental health, but have you ever met somebody who has like mental health? Some people maybe even autistic, and they literally have no filter. Like they'll say anything, and people will be like, "Did they just say that?" And it's like, okay, they have mental health issues, but yeah, they definitely aren't emotionally intelligent. Like they'll be like, that's not something that anybody else would say, and they don't see anything wrong with it. They're just saying the truth.
Yeah.
But I notice it in autistic people a lot. I notice like even like people will make jokes about it. I see people like doing like TikToks like, oh, this all the things like my autistic sister said, and it's just like they literally don't know that.
Yeah. And I know that sucks, and that must be something like really hard to try to improve. Like if you do, or if you're someone who suffers from mental health, I know that trying to stay emotionally stable must be kind of hard, because I know like they give medications for people like that, like you know, they give like Ritalin and things like that to kind of calm people down. They have all these like mood suppressor things. I was actually thinking about getting on some. I'm not even gonna lie, like, because I just feel like sometimes my mood be ticking me off sometimes, and I'm like, maybe I need some medication. I don't know. Maybe I need a mood stabilizer or something. So I don't judge anyone, because even myself, I'm this close to like seeking medication, because sometimes I feel like I be bugging out emotionally. But we have to also be very considerate and at least try to improve your emotional health. I think someone who at least wants to improve, that's like the first step, I would feel like, to being a better person. Like when you initially say, okay, you know what, I want to improve, I'm gonna do this. And I feel like there are some tactics that I was looking up on how to improve your emotional health, and I wanted to share these tactics with you. Some of them would be to ask questions, right? So instead of us, you know, because we said that we were a little outbursts, we see somebody doing something, we're like, hey, well, you looking mad strange doing that. You're like, why are you doing that thing that you are doing? I think we should ask more questions and find out why, because we don't know why people are doing the things that they do.
Yeah, I also feel like sometimes that comes off as passive aggressive though.
You think?
Yeah.
Maybe I am passive aggressive.
Because I sometimes, like, I hate when someone, like, they'll ask a question rather than just saying what you want to say. So I don't know.
I guess it depends on the situation.
Yeah,
it's very
definitely.
situational. I feel like, well, okay, this is a random thing I just thought of. Okay, someone's on the train, and someone's like crying or whatever on the train. I guess emotional intelligence would be like, okay, leave that person alone, or do you ask that person if they're okay, you know, or like someone passes out and you see them pass out. I think the emotional intelligent thing to do is like help, right? So I feel like that matters when you like, if someone's in danger.
Right.
You have to
Definitely.
be kind of self-aware and emotional. I mean, some people just freeze up and they don't do anything.
Right.
So I guess it just depends on the person or whatever. But I do think like you should be asking questions. Or let's say it's your homegirl. Let's say something just based like that. We're homegirl, and I feel like a little salty about something, but I'm not saying nothing about it. And you're like, she's being weird. What's going on? I think that's a matter where you should ask a question. Or you should be like, hey, you know, Chit, you been acting a little strange lately. What's your deal? Like, you beef with me? Like, I'm gonna ask you to link up with me. You don't link up with me. You've been ignoring my text messages. Like, what's going on? I feel like that's valid. Instead of being like, you know what, I'm not messing with Chit Chat no more. Word to if she hit me up, I'm not gonna hit up because she hasn't texted me back. That's how like I feel like I used to be. You know what I mean? I used to take things so personal, and I used to be like, why is that person not there for me? But then I have to realize you're probably one of those people that you're going through something and you're isolating yourself because that's how you protect yourself.
I was literally just talking to somebody about this recently. I'm like, people need to stop judging people based upon what they think is going on. Like, you never know what somebody's dealing with behind the scenes. Like, we gotta be really like, give people more grace. Yeah,
instead of jumping in and assuming, oh, she don't mess with me no more, she hasn't texted me, she hasn't asked me out. How about ask yourself, are you okay?
Right.
You're acting differently, and I don't want to take it personally. but like, can I do, like, are you good?
Yeah, and that's why there's so much people, like, the message, check on your strong friend, is like so big now, because there's so many people who we think that these people are like always okay, they always show up, they always, you know, just seem like they overall got it together, but realistically, you never know. They're fighting so many demons, or going through so much behind closed doors, but they just don't put that on the forefront because they're so used to showing up for so many other people.
Yeah, and I think that matters too. It's like, I think about that to myself. Like, there's a lot of times where people don't see like how hard I'm studying, and the nights that I stay up late, and the mornings that I get up early, and all these things. They just see like what I'm done. Like, oh yeah, you're good. You've been doing that. You fine. It's like, you don't know how much work that I had to put in to understand this, and you would never get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I think it's more just being like self-regulating yourself. I think emotional intelligence is really like understanding your emotions. I think emotional intelligence is really just understanding your emotions and understanding your triggers. And I think that's why I've gotten better as a person in the world, because I finally realized, like, okay, this bothers me, this bothers me, this bothers me. I don't have to react to this, and that every time that it bothers me. So my suggestion to y'all is figure out what your triggers are, you know, figure out, find those people who when you're not acting like yourself will help you get back to being like who you are. Because sometimes we trip and we bug out, and we need somebody to be like, hey, Chit, you're not acting like you normally do, girl. You are that girl. Don't forget it, because you're not acting like you're that girl right now. You're really doubting yourself, and that's not who you are, baby girl.
Right.
You know, so you definitely need those kind of people by your side. And what we're gonna do right now, actually, is go into one of my favorite parts of the show, which is the music video portion. And we are going to go ahead and play Oops by Alexi Pantera.
The new Party 1019. The new Party 1019. The new Party 1019. New York's #1 for.
You smile, yeah, I like that. You hit me, so I hit back. My mind straight, I lost that. Your friends mad, control that. Yeah, I'm all tied up. You are everything. Yeah, I'm all tied up. You are everything. Oops, I did it again. Gave you my time and lost all of my friends. Oops, I did it again. I do it all over and over again. Darling, you know I ain't going nowhere. Got me like a key, you better own that, own that. Damn, baby, you came out of nowhere. Never leave me guessing, cause you show me, show me. Ella got me thinking about my boo, yeah. So I wrote this song just for you, yeah. And there's nothing left for me to do, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'm all tied up. You are everything, yeah. I'm all tied up. You are everything. Oops, I did it again. Gave you my time and lost all of my friends. Oops, I did it again. I do it all over and over again. Darling, you know I ain't going nowhere. Got me like a key, you better own that, own that. Damn, baby, you came out of nowhere. Never leave me guessing, cause you show me, show me. Darling, you know I ain't going nowhere. Got me like a key, you better own that, own that. Damn, baby, you came out of nowhere. Never leave me guessing, cause you show me, show me. Oops, look what you just made me do. All I seem to talk about is you. Had to cut off all my exes too. I guess that's what love will make us do. I guess that's what love will make her. 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 I guess that's what love will make
The new Party 1019. The new Party 1019. The new Party 1019. New York's #1 for throwbacks.
Hello, hello. Welcome back to Tany Talks Live. This is episode 6 of season 6, and we are back from our music break, and that was Lexi Pantera with her music video called Oops. And tap in with my girl, because she got a whole bunch of shows coming up. She like travels all over the nation and does like a whole bunch of shows. I think she's on the East Coast right now. I think she's like in Miami or someplace over here, but she is coming back to New York doing the show real soon, so tap in with my homegirl, okay, y'all? And I do have again my special guest whom we are going to interview right now, little Miss Chit Chat. So I couldn't wait to bring you on because I have so much to ask you, so much information that I want to get, and I'm going to start off with just the basics, right? Where did Chit Chat come from? Were you a chatterbox or something like that? Like, where did you get Chit Chat from? Why do they call you Little Miss Chit Chat?
I mean, first, I guess because, like I said before earlier, like, I will always just say my opinion, always talk a lot, just be going off. So that's kind of pretty much where it came from, like, where it came from. But at the same time, the name, like, me and my siblings came up with that name. So originally, I just was going by, like, Stephanie Nicole. That's, like, my first and middle name. But I kind of felt like that was kind of boring. I'm like, I need something else, something that's gonna pop, something that's gonna get attention. A lot of people's names are Stephanie and Nicole.
Girl, tell me about it. You know what my basic name is?
So, yeah, I was like, we need to come up with a name, and came up with Little Miss Chit Chat, and everybody calls me Chit Chat, so it's just like,
yeah, I call you Chit Chat too.
They just started calling me Chit Chat. I'm like, okay.
And it just stuck, right? Yeah, it's so funny because with my career, people call me Tany, and since I started like Tany Talks, everybody be like Tany Talks. I'm like, it's just Tany, but whatever. Like, well, I guess Tany Talks is what it is. It just took over now.
Yeah. I feel like people just call you by like your Instagram name a lot of times.
Yeah. I didn't realize that was a thing.
Yeah.
That is so funny. So I wanted to ask you, you have a passion for music. I wanted to know where it came from and why you chose to go down the musical route.
I feel like I've just always like been into music. I remember like back in the day growing up, like my mom and my dad like listening to music, and I always was like tapped in, loved like, you know, hip hop or whatever. So that's kind of where it started back from when I was younger. Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to let y'all know how I kind of came in tune with Miss Chit Chat here. So I believe I met you through our girl Pinky.
Okay.
And I think it was more than one thing. I think it was here first. I think you were doing your show. I was here, and then you started doing your show here, and then I heard about you through the DSN people, and then so I was like, okay, that's cool. And then you had like shout outs to our boy Fresh, who you had coming in as your DJ, and I thought that was so freaking cool. Like, this girl had her show going on. She had a live DJ coming on. Like, I've been watching you on like Instagram, and then I met you in person through our friend Pinky when you did your show, and it's called Girl
Chat.
No, was it the show with when everybody comes in and all the girls start rapping?
Yeah, Girl Chat.
It was called Girl Chat, the first one.
That was the third
I met you
one.
on the second one. Oh, the third one?
Yeah,
she has so many, y'all.
Yeah, Pinky came in, I think, on the third one. She co-hosted with me on the third one.
Okay, then it had to have been, but I think I seen you before that one too, though. I think it was 2 and 3. Because you have 4 of them, or 5 now, right?
No, the 3 was the last one I had. The one that you were at was the last one. But I feel like we kind of met before that, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah,
around the
I had a show on here with DJ Young Fresh. He's actually incarcerated right now, so free him.
Shout out to my boy, right? Free him.
Yeah, so shout outs to him. But he had went on tour with like Sleepy Hollow and Chef G, so that's kind of how we stopped recording, and then he ended up getting incarcerated, so it was just like we kind of started together, so it was kind of weird that I didn't have the live DJ and stuff. So
yeah, I know, but it's okay. As soon as he come back, you know, we got my boy. As soon as he come back, you know, we got a spot for him. Stop playing.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we knew each other like kind of virtually before, like the whole
right. I would think so too, because I would watch her Instagram, y'all, and she inspires me so much. Like, there's so many things that you do that I'm like, that's freaking amazing. Like, and you know, I'm not a hater kind of girl. I'm like, how can I get next to her, because I need to be just like her. She's doing the things that, like, it's so much that you do that I kid you not, I really look up to you. Like, that's why I brought you to the show, because I'm like, I need to pick her brain. I need to find out like how she does it, because first of all, she does this list, every year. Is it every year?
Yeah, it's every
so
year.
often?
It's every year. I drop a list of like the top female rappers in New York.
I love that list.
But before that, it wasn't. It's so crazy because originally I used to drop a list every so often, but it wasn't just like. First of all, it wasn't just New York City. So originally, it wasn't just New York City. I would just say like, oh, rappers you should be tapped into.
The upcoming rappers.
And then I started doing doing females in New York City because I just feel like a lot of people just don't pay homage to female artists, female rappers. Most platforms they highlight mostly guys, and they'll throw a girl in there here and there, but nobody's really fully highlighting the girls. So I just wanted to be that person to put them on.
Yeah, and I would say that me coming into the industry, I think I was very privileged that I had a strong girl team backing me up, because I feel like girls in the industry, we come in, is male dominated. I feel like, believe it or not, I feel like some guys try to take advantage, because they think you a girl, you don't know what's going on in the industry,
100%.
But me coming in, thank God I came in with a lot of strong girls that I look up to, and Peking being one of them. Where she kind of taught me a things every now. I was like, oh my God, thank God so much that I had a group of women who brought me in to where I don't grow shade towards other women, because I know in the industry, for some reason, girls are really mean to other girls.
I mean, I feel like also being that it's a male dominated industry, a lot of girls feel like there's not space or enough room for there to be more than one. So I feel like that's where it comes from.
I never thought about that. You know what? That's such an enlightening thing. I guess that is where it comes from. So there's always in these guys group, one girl. Or two girls. There's never a girl group of girls. I think the last time we had a bunch of girls on a track was ladies' night or something. Do we have a new modern day ladies' night?
I feel like we have a few, but more so on not a as mainstream level, if that makes sense.
Right, like it was back then.
Yeah, and I mean also we got to remember in today's day and age, there's a lot of people making music, way more people that are making music than before. So there's a lot of times that girls collab, but I feel like they don't get the same, marketing push. You got to put that money behind it for it to really go far. So,
Do you feel like the industry doesn't want to hear female rap?
I mean, I feel like the industry says that a lot of female rappers sound the same. They talk about the same stuff. So I feel like today's day and age,
agree, but
I don't agree. I feel
we the girls.
Yeah, so I don't agree with that. I feel like there's a rapper for whatever you want to listen to.
Right.
Just like with male rappers, you know what I mean? If you're conscious, there's a conscious female rapper. If you're into shaking at, there's that.
Right.
If you're into being a city girl, there's that. You feel me? It's just there's a lane.
To being a pretty girl, there's a lane for that.
Right. There's a lane for everything, but I just feel like the people try to make it seem like there's only that one lane. Which is not true. But also it's what gets pushed into the mainstream. Yeah. And a lot of people, like I said, there's a lot of rappers around there, a lot of artists out right now. So that's why I always tell artists whatever, you feel me, build your loyal fan base and find your people, because those are the people that are going to support you. You know what I mean? A lot of people have that one hit or whatever, but they don't have that loyal
fan base, or
people to back it up.
Oh, that is so important. I think artists should definitely take a page out of Chit Chat's notebook and how you're gonna progress. But I wanted to know, since you're talking about support from the community, do you feel like you have that support? Because I know you have a lot of different programs going on. You have the rap room, which I want to talk about. You got the chat room, which is actually kind of how it started, right? With the chat room.
Yeah. So the chat room is pretty much like my blog, chatroom.tv. You could go on it. I talk about artists on there. I've had that for years, over 10 years now.
I love that for you.
So people still go to that blog every day, which I don't always update it as often, but I still see, I'm like, why are people still going to this blog?
That's the loyal community, girl. Those is your day ones.
So it's still the chat room. That's my blog or whatever. The rap room is just a playlist that I'm doing. It's a collab with Rap Attack TV, which is another blog. Okay. So that's just a playlist I have. But I started a class, which is pretty much a mentorship group.
Yes,
for artists called the School of Hard Knocks Academy, and it's pretty much just me teaching artists about the industry, marketing,
School of Hard Knocks,
and just what they should do, just to elevate themselves, kind of artist development on a virtual level.
So what kind of things can we look forward as an artist to when we get to the?
So pretty much
School of Hard Knocks.
Every week we have a lesson. We cover different topics. Sometimes we have special guest speakers. Pinky actually came to speak last week.
I love that. What y'all talk about?
I just asked her some questions about like how does she like, you know, what kind of makes artists stand out to her, and like you know, just certain questions that, you know, artists might want to ask her, and just being in the industry like her, you know.
Yeah, because she's an A&R, if you guys didn't know. So she is like one of the people who you want to tap in with if you're trying to be heard out here.
Yeah, and she's actually about to start a new platform called No Manners, where she's going to be doing like interviews and interviewing people from like behind the scenes, not specifically just artists, but like a lot of people from behind the scenes, so artists could really like learn, and just people overall could just really learn about the, you know, the nitty gritty of the industry, because I feel like that's the problem with a lot of people.
Right.
A lot of people just want to do music, but they don't know the business side.
Correct.
And they just don't know what it takes. And that's kind of why I created the class, because I want people to really understand the business part, so that they can elevate. Because it's like there's artists dropping songs every day, every other day, and nobody's listening to it. So
yeah, so I think you have to really like find your fan base and you know, and grow. I think that's really important for artists when they're pursuing, you know, their music career. And a lot of times is we just want to make music and don't realize there's a whole business end to it, and you will get screwed over like a lot of people have been in this industry, and especially since the rise of independent artists.
Right. And there's a lot of independent artists who are making way more money than these artists who are signed, just because they have that loyal fan base and they understood the business.
Right. And they don't need to hire nobody else. So who was saying that? I think I seen something with Cardi B, and she was like on stage and she was like, take a business class. And I think it's really, even if it's a web course or something online, or even Chit Chats or Pinky's stuff, like try to learn. Like, we know that you want to make music, we know you want to learn how to engineer and do all the little buttons and all that good stuff, but also learn the business end so you don't get taken advantage. I think that is really, really, really important.
100%.
So what we're gonna go ahead and go do is go into our next music break by my boy Drama B. Fun fact about Drama B, I don't know what he's doing in these streets, but he has been blowing up non-stop, I say, for like the last month. He came out with a song called Where I'm From, and it's original rap music, old school. I can't wait for you to hear this track. Old school track rap music that we haven't heard in so long, and he's from the Bronx. So it gives old school, back in the day Bronx vibe, and it's really taken off. Like, he brought back, he calls it boom bap music.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and go into it. It's called Where I'm From by my boy Drama B.
The new Party 1019. The new Party 1019. The new Party 1019. New York's #1 for throwbacks.
Hey, look at here, I got the fruits from the labor. I ain't got time to compare with the hater. The Bronx and my roots, never been an imitator. It's where I come from, it's where I come from. So I got the proof, I got the juice, I got the blues, unlock the truth. I am the truth, nigga. I spot the clues, I am the roots, I am the tool, I am the shoe, I fit them all. Ooh, this is that sound from the 90s. Sick time on the couch watching Al Bundy. Chubby nigga, I was out there rubbing on the tummy. I'm hungry nigga, I just gotta jump into the money. No funny nigga, I'm Big Bear getting honey. Don't got no time for no dummy nigga. Where am I getting money nigga? New York, we stand up. We the first ones that was getting their hands up. Put your bands up. And one, and what? Air Jordans are forcing the Air Ones. Beat knocking is kicking your eardrums. I got too many styles, compare one. Always spitting the truth, I dare one. It's shooting the fade, a fair one. I been top 10, you tear one. Fresh out the crib, got the hair done. Who got the rhythm and who got the flavor? Who teach the minor leads, who teach the majors? Rhyming even when off key, I am creator. Deceive never, that's one team I won't favor. This ain't the candy shot, it's now, never later. You either climb the mountain or you be a spectator. And when you become greater, you receive the big favors. But never forget to thank God, that's your savior. Tag, I home based ya, yellow drip taser. I was in style since Usher with the Blazers, Kobe with the Lakers. No way it could take ya. Championships, hard work, never fake us.
Party 1019. The new Party 1019. The new Party 1019. New York's #1 for throwbacks.
Hello, guys. Hello, and welcome back to Tany Talks Live. This is season 6, episode 6, and I have my special guest, little Miss Chit Chat, here with us today.
Hi.
And we are digging deep, talking to her about what she got going on. But I want to do a little fun icebreaker real quick. So we were talking about artists, and we were talking about what we like. So I wanted to ask you, because we are I love female artists, by the way. All of my playlist is women, mostly women. Like, I listen to a lot of, like, Doja Cat. I listen to a lot of, like, Cardi B. I listen to a lot of... I love Nicki Minaj, too. Even though she be bugging out sometimes, you know? So I wanted to ask you. I want you to name 3 of your favorite mainstream artists. And then I want you to tell me 3 of your favorite underground artists.
Okay, so...
And, wait, before you go, I want them in order. So you can start from 3, 2, 1. Who's your favorite of all time? Or, you know, so 3, like, your least favorite, 1, your most favorite. If you can. Because I know, like, putting them in order be hard.
Yeah, putting them in order is hard for me. But mainstream, I'm going to start with 1 because I already know who 1 is, which we all know. A lot of people
all know.
A lot of
If you
people that
don't
know me
know,
know Nicki
no.
Minaj is my top
I love her
favorite female
too.
rapper. She has been bugging out a little lately, I guess.
She has been, but, you know, we do love her.
But, you know, when we speak about the music, you know, I love Nicki Minaj, for sure. Another person that I love is Foxy Brown.
Foxy. Shout out to Foxy Brown. Dang. Yo, you just threw it back. Foxy was taking over at one point. That's my girl. Okay.
And then third, mainstream female artists.
And they got to be alive. They can't be dead. Alive.
I feel like that's kind of hard because it's like, who do you consider mainstream? You know what I mean? I feel like some people consider certain
A-list artists. Like A-list artists that everyone in the world would know. They had records, they, you know, albums, they videos.
third
Signed.
female.
Who
I guess
throwing
I
up
would have
there?
to go with Little Kim. I mean,
Little Kim. I like Little Kim, actually.
yeah. I
I
think
had
I
a
would
few
go
of her albums back in the day. I'm not even gonna lie.
Nicki, Foxy, Lil Kim. Just, yeah.
I think you went with the icons, you went with the legends, you went with the women who have paved the way. That's very interesting.
Yeah, and I also feel like when we talk about mainstream, like a lot of female artists that I know, they really haven't hit that same level of, you know.
You don't think so?
I mean, depending who we speak about, maybe Cardi. I'm not really a big fan. I mean, she got a few songs that I like, but like I don't, you know what I mean?
I mean,
Then
I
we
do-
have
I do like
Doja
Cardi.
Cat. Not really a big fan of Doja
Whoa,
Cat.
Doja Cat's like my favorite female artist of all
I feel like she's
time.
talented, but I have my own.
You think she's a little crazy? A little
I
bugged
feel like
out?
she's kind of a culture vulture, which
I would agree to a certain degree.
yeah, I'm not really a fan of culture vulture, so I don't really tap into her like that.
I see what you're saying.
But
Okay.
yeah, she's talented.
She's talented. She's like, I'm not gonna go against you, but you know, it's emotional intelligence right now. She's like, I don't know about that.
Yeah. And
Now,
then
your unsigned artists, underground artists, because you be having the list, so you should know who's at the top of your list.
I love Lady London.
Of course.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
feel like
God,
she's
I do love
so
her.
talented. I feel like she probably needs more like songs. Cause I
When
wouldn't
you say songs, what do you mean?
like she doesn't have that much songs out, if that makes
You
sense.
mean records?
Yeah, records out. Like, you know what I mean? She has like a lot of freestyles. She does
I
have
see
a
what
few
you're
songs
saying.
that I love.
Okay.
You know what I mean? She's known.
I do know her a lot for her
But
freestyles.
I love that she's just, I love her concept of rap. I also love how, you know, articulate she is. I love her wordplay and like, but I do think that she needs to put out more records. And then also song, like, I feel like, yeah, there's some records by her that I don't love. I'm going to be honest. But I love her as a rapper.
I actually love her as a rapper, and then I heard when she said she is very articulate. Very articulate when she raps. Like, you just blew my mind because I didn't even think of her. So Lady London, definitely. So who's next?
Probably Fake Bitches Hero, Rocky. She's from Philly. She was on Deb's House. She's from, she was on Deb's House. I think Deb might be managing her right now. But yeah, Fake Bitches Hero, Rocky from Philly. She's somebody else that I love. I always listen
Wait,
to
is that
her.
all one name?
Yeah.
That's a long name. Can you say it again? So I
Fake Bitches Hero, aka Rocky. If you look her music up online, it will be Fake Bitches Hero, but they call her Rocky, and she's from Philly. Yeah, and she's very talented. I love her music. I'm always listening to her.
Can you give me a song so I could like listen to it later?
She
Any of
has
her songs, you know?
How It's Going Down remix that you might like.
Okay.
Her recent single is called Sweet Lady. I just actually put that on my playlist.
Woohoo.
Thick and Thin. I feel like she's a relatable rapper. You know what I mean? Just that real.
I gotta tap in. Yeah.
I like real rap.
You just put me on.
I like people that really be rapping for real. And then third, I'm gonna try to go with somebody from the city.
Okay. It's a lot of people coming out the city. I tell you.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. I'm gonna say Billy B. I feel like she's very slept on, but I feel like she's very talented. I feel like people don't understand how versatile she could be, how talented she is. She's somebody that I feel like, yeah, I'll be listening to, I'll be rocking with. Okay. She hasn't dropped in a while. Like probably like a year. She dropped the album. But yeah.
I know Billy B. I think you guys should definitely take Chit Chat's suggestions into consideration, because I feel like if it came from you, in my opinion, then it's good music. And that's what things that I take from you that I aspire to be. I think that if that person is on Chit Chat's list, that person is definitely coming up.
Yeah, a lot of people say this. I was telling this producer, I'm like, he was saying he wanted some girls to work with, so I sent him a girl, and he's like, I'm not even gonna listen to her because I know if you sent it, I know it's good. And I'm like, I respect it, but you should check it out and see if you like it.
No, but I think you have a heavy influence on music, you know? I think you've been in the game forever. Like you said, you had the chat room for like over 10 years. You know, your ear is to the streets. You hear. So I feel like if it came from you, then it's a solid resource. And I aspire to be one of those people where they could be like, oh, let me seek out Tany, because Tany's going to know. She got a good ear for me. She knows who's coming up. She knows the good ones. Let me go tap in with her.
Yeah, and a lot of people like that are big now. Like I had a feeling they were gonna be big. I was like their first interview, their first whatever.
Exactly.
Like even Dusty, or I don't know if you know her, Jada Waiter. She's Jada's friend. Jada Waiter's friend.
I do know who Jada Waiter is.
And she used to date Future. Dusty or okay, yeah. So she's like doing her thing right now, whatever. And I always think like I remember I was like the first person to ever write an article when she started dating Future. There was like so many viral posts, and people were clipping like pieces from that interview that I did with her on my blog and posting it. And I was just laughing because I'm like, yeah, I already knew she was gonna be like a big thing. She's way bigger now, but at the time it was like, yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, do you have like a lot of friends in the industry, like a lot of women that you say that like you could call your partners whom you've seen grow, other than Jada Waiter?
Oh no, I don't know Jada Waiter. Just making that clear.
Oh, she said,
no. I was just saying. I was saying that was her friend. That some people might know. Me, I don't have a lot of friends in the industry. I would say I have like I said earlier, like I'm cool with a lot of people.
Yeah, because I feel like you know a lot of people, but I love that you keep your circle small.
Yeah, I'm cool with a lot of people, but I'm not close with a lot of people. I mean, I feel like when I first started, I probably had some people that probably thought were my friends. But yeah, I don't have a lot of friends that like are in the industry at all.
No. Okay, good. You keep it kind of separate. Well, that's good.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like a coworker thing for me. Most people.
What? That kind of sounds kind of sad. If you ask me, like, what do you mean? Like, you treat people like coworkers?
I feel like people, most people in the industry is kind of like coworkers for me. Like, if you were.
I have to think of, you know what? That's actually some good advice, because I be thinking people is my friend. And then I be mad hurt when they do shady stuff, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta stop thinking people is my friend. Because I'm new to this, you know. So I'm thinking everybody's my friend, you know, and everybody's not your friend. And Piggy had to put me on. She was like, "Girl, not everybody your friend." I was like, "Oh." Yeah,
I was gonna say she actually, when she came on, she said that like you gotta think of people as your coworkers, and I'm like, I'm so happy she said that, because I always say that like a lot of these people are just like coworkers.
And now you telling me that, so it's working out.
Yeah.
Coworkers, we're working together. Keep it professional. That's
for
emotional
the most part,
intelligence.
yeah.
Keep it professional.
I got a few people that I have like close relationships with that I consider friends, but not many.
No. Oh, well, I hope we could be friends.
Yes,
I'm
of
cool
course.
beans. I'm cool beans. I like you a lot, and I feel like I could just learn a lot from you and just, you know,
Yeah, but even if I'm not like super
be
close
a
friends with
colleague
people
in the industry. Even
I'm always willing to help everybody. It's not
I
you
noticed
don't
that.
gotta be like we don't gotta be the best of friends. Sometimes if I just like first of all I'm a visionary, a creative. Like I will
love
see like even me and Pinky, we weren't really the best of friends. We
Right.
grew to be like friends
Right,
and
right.
closer, but we originally weren't like friends. We had mutual friends.
Right.
But I thought that it would be dope if we did something together, and I just reached out to her and was like, you know, I think it would be dope if we did this whole like rollout and this event together. And she was like, okay, and it worked out, and you know what I mean. It was super dope.
it was. I was definitely there. It was great.
No, Oaks in the City. I don't think you were.
Oaks in the City.
Yeah, we did an event called Oaks
I
in the
didn't
City.
do Oaks in the City. See, like all these events. This is
Yeah.
so nice.
So we did an event called Orcs in the City, and I was like, we had like these pictures together, and we did like this whole rollout for the event. It was nothing but dope artists in the building. And like I said, it was just a vision that I have for me and her. So sometimes I come up with these visions. We weren't the best of friends, but we grew to be, you know, closer
Working together,
and
yeah.
good friends through like that experience. So
Yeah, you guys shared like the same vision, if it makes sense.
and we're both Virgos, so
Yeah, shout out to the Virgo crew. I wanted to ask though, how do you go about putting an event like that together? Because I think about Tany Talks, and you know, if you guys know, I want to do like a live show, but I don't even know where to start. I know that I need help. I know that I need a team. I can't do it by myself. I don't know who to go to. Like, how do you put all these productions together? Like, how do you find a
feel like
venue? What do you do?
You don't necessarily need a team because most of the stuff that I do by myself. I
All
don't
by
really
yourself?
have
I be drowning by myself.
a lot of people to help me. Sometimes it's overwhelming though. Sometimes y'all be seeing me like a little flustered when I'm doing events because it's like I
got a
got
lot
all the
going on.
pressure
Yeah.
of everything on my back. But you know, I invite people in to help me sometimes, like, hey, you want to collab? Hey, you want to be a part? But most of the stuff that I do by myself. I did have a manager at one point that was helping, like, you know, just with like I said, mostly everything I do by myself. Like, if people are helping, it's kind of like me just saying, okay, can you just do this, do that, do that. But the orchestrating of everything mostly just be me. So
Wow.
don't feel like you can't do it by yourself. Like, you feel me?
I just gotta start.
Yeah.
Once I start, I'll figure it out. That's how it has been for everything so far.
Yeah. And even you could just reach out to venues and say, hey, I have this show, Tany Talks. Like, you know what I mean? I want to do this live show. You know, show them like your
Another
ratings,
venue's
the people
nice.
that you had. Yeah, you can always just reach out to whoever. You just never know what they're saying.
Okay.
The most they can say is no. Closed
Right.
mouths don't get fed though.
I know that's
so
right. Oh my God,
you'll
you
be
inspired
surprised.
me.
The first time I did Girl Chat 1, like, I paid for the venue out of pocket, and you know what I mean? But the times after that, I was able to collaborate with a venue where I just pitched them my event, told them the event that I did before, and we were able to work out a thing where, you know, they get a percentage of the ticket sales, they get the bar and something like that. So it's just all about being able to, like, have the business in order and just show what you could do.
That's why I need to take a book out of your page in one of these School of Hard Knocks. Do you teach things like that on there?
Yeah, that's the thing I want to do next time. So right now I'm doing just artists, but I think moving like the next class that I do, I probably want to do with overall like girls who want to do like their own business or just like, you
Yeah.
know, their brand.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of those girls like kind of saying like, you know, how can I do this or whatever. So
Yeah, I
want
need help, bro. Brand management and like, cause I see how much you flourish like within your brand, and you have a lot of like tips and pointers and things like that. So I wanted to ask, where do we go to sign up for the mentorship?
You can right now. I have it on School. I don't know if you know, but that's like a new platform for teaching. Yeah, so you can learn so much about. It's not
It's
just
called School.
Yeah, SKOOL.
Okay. Oh, School. Like, okay.
Yeah. So basically on there, there's like so many courses and classes that you can take. So I put my class and my course on there to sign up. But I also have a community on there now, which is free. So everybody can sign up and just join, and you'll be able to have access to like, you know, talking with people and like tips and tools. I have like my ebooks on there for free right now and things like
that's
that.
so nice. She has an ebook, guys.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, you work so hard, and I watch you, and I've been watching you for a while, and I know that you get up super early in the morning. That's insane that I kind of know that, but I do. You be up like at 8 o'clock in the morning, like with your laptop out getting ready. I'm like, this is the girl. Like, I be too tired to get her to do that, but she works hard. Like I really do, I truly do see it, and that's really what I'm about to. I don't know why I feel like so emotional, like I'm about to cry, but I really want to give you your flowers.
Thank you. I
and
appreciate
tell you
that. I
work
appreciate
really
that
hard.
you for noticing, like, you know, all my homework.
I do. I really wanted to give you your flowers and shout you out for that because it's like so incredible. And I want to ask, what else can we expect from you? Is there anything else new, anything juicy you got for us other than the mentorships and things going? So you already got a lot going on.
Yeah, I don't have nothing in store right now that we haven't spoke about, but you just never know, because me, I come up with ideas all the time, and I'm like, okay, month from now, 2 months from now, I'm gonna do this. So I might have something coming up soon.
Okay.
I kind of want to do another girl chat. I'm thinking about taking it out of New York. I want to like go to other like states and see how that goes. The girl who flew out from Atlanta to do girl chat 1, she wants to do girl chat in Atlanta. So I'm just thinking about something like that. I just had the event Meet the Rappers.
You did that too. That's what I was saying. Like I was getting girl chat mixed up with Meet the Rappers. I think I was.
Yeah.
She does so many really dope. What's Meet the Rappers about?
So Meet the Rappers, it's kind of an event. It's like a networking event plus showcase where like we have some artists perform. They don't perform like a whole set, but like 1 or 2 songs just to showcase who they are. And then it's like we have like booths there of different brands, and then media there just to connect with the artists and tap in with them.
Okay, so oh my gosh, that's so great. Though, is there anything like a new event happening soon that we know about?
Nah, I don't have nothing coming up soon. Probably when it gets a little warmer.
The summertime.
Yeah, summer or late spring, around that time for sure.
All right, girl. Well, let me know if you need some help. Let me know. I will happily volunteer and help you out. Like whatever you got going on this summer, maybe like a barbecue or whatever.
Yes.
You know how they be having those like little like music.
Right.
barbecues.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
I
Yeah, I
did
always
see
want to
those.
do something like that. Like
Yeah, like they have like best day ever. Like there's a few
Yeah.
of my friends that I know that are, and they bring their music artists and they like hang out at the parks and they barbecue and they make burgers and stuff, and it's a vibe.
Yeah, I definitely want to do something like that.
That'd be cool. Well, let me know, girl. You got a friend in me. I'm happy to help you out with anything that you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I could learn from every experience, and by helping you, I can learn how to help myself.
Okay, I love that. I'll definitely be calling you.
Yes, please do, please do. So what we're gonna go ahead and go do is we're gonna tap into our closeout song for the night, and it is my girl Leaf with her new song called Nobody.
Yeah, shout out to Leaf.
Shout out to Leaf.
The new Party 1019. The new Party 1019. The new Party 1019. New York's #1 for throwbacks.